All right, welcome back to Missing Persons TV. I'm Brian Ladd with my co-host Deborah. Today is Saturday, April 18th of 2009, 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. First of all, Deborah, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
Fine. I'm actually feeling a lot better. I've got a cough that I still can't seem to be getting over, so I've got some cough drops here. Um, and so if you see me grabbing something, that's a cough drop. Um, but I do feel a lot better. We went outside. The weather's been beautiful. It's been cold at night, but we've been going out, doing a lot of things, getting a garden ready, cleaned off the deck, and I've been barbecuing some stuff. I love the barbecue, but yeah, it's been great. The weather's been like 70, was that 76 degrees today? I know you. What about you? You live in the North Pole, though, right? Is
Yeah,
the
here in
sun
the
rose
North Pole,
yet?
it's been about 70 yesterday and today both,
Wow.
and the sun shining.
Okay. What exactly? What town are you from?
What town am I from?
Yeah.
I live in Lower Michigan. I live in Western Michigan in the Grand Rapids area.
Okay. But you do get a lot of snow there in the wintertime, though. But you
Yes,
don't
we
get
do,
the
and
you don't get the lake effect snow, though, do you?
yes, we do get lake effect too. So it snows pretty much every single day. The lake effect doesn't usually amount to a lot,
Uh huh.
but it snows every day, and it's really dreary here.
Hmm.
We don't see the sunshine, in the winter months very much. Maybe once or twice. But I think I'm probably about 30 miles inland
Hmm.
at the most, if I were to go straight across. No more than 30 miles from the lake. And on this side of Lake Michigan, it's actually quite beautiful. We have really, really nice beaches all up and down the whole lake shore. And the water's really warm on this side. And being from Wisconsin originally, we don't have nice beaches on the other side. And the water's cold and there's no beaches. So it's really nice on this side of the lake. I really like it here.
Yeah, it's a huge lake. Don't they got like ships that cross that lake, don't they? For they go
Yeah,
back and
there's the
forth.
ferry. You can take the ferry across to get to Wisconsin
Right.
and do it that way.
Okay. Well, spring is definitely here, and everybody's outside having a great time, and I want to be too. Speaking of outside, Gail, she's from Ohio. She's down in Florida. She's assisting in the search for Adji Desir. We got some really good news as far as getting attention to the case. We'll bring that up shortly. Um, but she is down there in Florida looking for Adji, um, and they're having some success. We're letting you guys know. She'll actually have her own show right after this one to let you guys know what's going on. And she was out with local authorities today, and they took some videos and stuff like that. I'm still working on the video right now. I'm actually trying to compress it and make it. It's 250. Well, no, it's almost a gig of information. I'm halfway done with it, and then I'll get that up so you guys can see it. We'll probably be able to play the video while they're talking. She does not have internet access or high-speed internet access. She'll be on the phone. At least I think she will be, or on Skype. She'll be talking. No video. So I'll be broadcasting in her room, and I'll be putting up while they're talking. I'll be showing that video um, that they took. But anyway, so the good news that I was going to talk about, Deborah, I know that you run findadji.com, and we've been trying to bring attention to Adji's case. Did you want to say what's going on and what Yale actually helped bring about? It's to take place on
Well,
Monday.
you can share that if you like. You posted it on the site for everyone.
Okay.
It seems that Aji's finally, thank you to Gail. There's attention down there in the Florida media,
Hmm.
but it's finally getting where we want it to be.
Right. We wanted NaplesNews.com and a lot of other local news stations. They've been putting out a lot of good stuff as far as Gail, but the most important thing is Adji's picture goes along with that. Well, that said, we've been wanting to get national attention. And as far as we know, Monday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Gail St. John and Nancy Grace will be doing a special on CNN Headline News for Adji. So that's what we know right now. And so hopefully that happens. So I hope you guys tune in to Headline News at 8 o'clock. That'll be Eastern Standard Time. I think it comes on at 8, and then 10, and then 12
And
and
one
2.
and three.
Okay. Well, whatever. It'll be on CNN. So please watch. and you know, tell your friends to watch too. And hopefully this, you know, if Adji's not there, and I'm still hoping Adji's not there, and we still don't really know what's going on, but you know, he's out there somewhere, and somebody may have seen him, or like I said, may have already seen him before, and they just didn't know he was missing. So that said, that's our update on Adji. There'll be a more detailed update and everything of what Gail's doing and what everybody else is doing down in Florida right after this show. It's supposed to happen at 9:30, but it might be just a little bit late. But before we get to our cases tonight, I just wanted to bring up one thing to you guys' attention. We operate some forums and you know, the chat room that some of you may be in, and then the Ustream and stuff like that. And some people have been asking us, you know, why would we, you know, we were banned or something like that from, you know, a certain website or something like that, or chat room or forum. I want to let you guys know that we don't ban people, and I say that for my site, which is the Brian's Dreams, Brian's Prediction, this chat room right here, all 3 or 4 of my forums, including COA. We don't ban people because it's really not necessary. We've really had any 2 problems with anybody, other than one particular person. Is that Deborah? I know we run the. Do you recall us banning anybody?
Yes, we did ban 1 person.
Okay. Now, there is a reason why we banned this particular person, and I don't think it's really appropriate for the show. But let me just kind of mention, when you start talking about putting something up your well, I guess your butt, okay, several different objects or something like that, in a public chat room or something like that, that's not really appropriate. You know, so yeah, you were banned. And like I told Deborah earlier, if you want to take whatever is out of your butt, you can come back, okay? But that's really, we don't ban anybody. If other sites are doing it, you know, we can't control it. I can control, or at least I can ask people that I know that run certain forums to unban you. But we don't really ban anybody for any reason. We have never monitored anything as far as chat logs or anything like that. Matter of fact, we don't even have that service with add-on chat. We don't even pay for it. So now remember, when you do put something out on the internet, though, it is public domain. People can see it. But as far as myself and Deborah are concerned, we're not looking for it. We really don't have the time, and actually, I think we're old enough not to really care too much. I mean, I guess, but. No, we don't. So feel free to, you know, say what you want. You know, like, please follow the rules, and basically it's just keep it clean and respect others. But no, we don't ban you.
Brian.
If you've been banned from any one of our sites, I'm not to be cut you off. Hold on, Deborah. If you've been banned to anything, just let us know. We don't ban you. So go ahead, Deborah.
If it ever comes to the point that we would need to do what some people actually spend their time doing, and that's looking at chat logs, if that was ever necessary, I was ever going to spend my time doing that, then you might as well close chat.
Yeah, it wouldn't really be worth it.
If we had to spend our time to look at a chat log to make sure that people are behaving, get rid of the chat.
Yeah, and another thing is the chat is not free. That what I pay for is not this is not IRC chat like if you're in Ustream. We actually turned that off because with Ustream, anybody can access Ustream, you know, via all types of or via IRC, via all types of programs, including hackers, spammers, and a lot of other things that they do. They do phishing things, and you know, there's people that can, you know, go through an IRC channel and just, you know, view whatever you have in there without you even knowing. Because I mean, remember now, IRC is really, really, really popular, and everybody uses it. So, anyways, we use this chat here. I actually pay for this chat. It's $14 a month I pay to have this chat, which does not include logging or anything like that. That's actual additional fee if you wanted it. The reason I think that they have that option to log chats is for companies and businesses that want to actually monitor what their people say at work, and that's their right to do. But it's not our right to look at what anybody's typing, especially in private rooms or whatever. It's really it's really too time consuming, and I really don't want to know what your business is. That said, so we don't ban you, and if you're the guy that put something up his butt and you'd like to come back, let us know you've taken the object out of your butt, and we'd be happy to have you back. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's all I can say. Okay, so let's get started. We got to knock these cases out pretty fast because Gail's waiting for us, and I know she probably needs some rest too. So we have 3 cases tonight. Case 558, which is Tanja Graff; 560, Janice Pockett; and 561, Elby Hars. Deborah, I did do case 729, the Gillian case. I have that up. I have the graphic for that. But if we want to, we can get that done tomorrow. What do you say?
All right, that works for me.
Okay.
We can do that tomorrow.
Okay.
So you want to start with Tanja then?
Yeah, we'll go with, okay, yeah. Let me just make sure, yeah, have her picture up there. Yeah, so these are our 3 old cases, and right now we're still on the year of 2007. This case was actually requested to be opened by, I'm not sure who, Z. I know this person very well. And it was requested back in October 31st of 2007. And it was done, well, the case was opened on December 3rd of 07. And this is Tanja Graff, case 558. And Deborah, what kind of information do we have for Tanja?
Tanja is missing from Germany. She's a college student in Germany, and she went missing after attending a summer party in the morning hours of Thursday, June 7th, 2007. 21 years old, 173 centimeters tall, slender, and dark reddish hair. Last seen wearing white sneakers, blue jeans, brown t-shirt, and she had a silver cross. She was wearing a silver cross around her neck with white rosary beads. She was carrying a bag that had a Hawaiian pattern on it. The last time they saw her that morning was about 4 in the morning with a stranger that was approximately 25 years old with dark hair. They were never able to identify that man. The police weren't able to. There were witness statements. Some saw a suspicious car heading to a lake in the morning. The car was a dark Peugeot, or P-E-U-G-O-T, with Luxembourg license plates on it. Mm-hmm. A worker saw 2 women. One had a colorful bag, and that matched Tanja's bag, accompanied by 2 males. The police think that she might have gone to the city, and the city in Germany is, I don't know how to pronounce it, it's T-R-I-E-R, and that she might have gone there by bus and to meet some friends. They thought it was unlikely that she had left the party with a stranger, but then again, she was last seen with strangers. So what do you have on this case?
All right, thank you, Deborah. I have 4 dream drawings and then a related DD to this case, which is DD 6343. You guys can follow along. It's the first case on the top right-hand corner of your screen. What this says, it says Warsaw, Poland, LUX. I think that might be Luxembourg, LUX, and that might be abbreviation for Luxembourg Airport. I'm not exactly sure yet. Number 97, red brick home, and then 74X. And that is a drawing of some type of, I guess that's a home. It's a unique style home if it is. Apparently it's made from, well, at least the siding is red bricks. On the top right hand side is some type of pole with wires or cables connected to it. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Next one is a drawing of a 16-year-old white male. It says red brick homes again. 17-year-old white male, black leather bracelet, HW41, was paid to take her to ROP. Can you make a note of ROP, Deborah? I'm going to write it down too. Red hat tassel. It's a drawing of a, I'm assuming this says, it says male. It looks like a female to me, but you never know. And there's a bracelet there, black leather bracelet. And that's what it says right there. I'm looking at the case file, and so there was a body found in the Moselle River. Apparently, was not her. And reading down here real quick. There's some YouTubes out. Actually, there's not too much information on this case at all. At least that I put out, and apparently it sounds like Deborah, there's not too much in the media either.
No, there's not.
I haven't looked at DD 6343, but I will. We've confirmed that Tanya's still missing, correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay. From here it says, what the notes say, I do not believe Tanya's been harmed, but I do think she's a victim of human trafficking. She may have been taken by a young white male who in turn sent her to Warsaw, Poland. It's possible she could be staying in this brick home. So what I'm gathering is she may be alive still today in this home in Warsaw, Poland. And that's all I got. Anything else, Deborah?
I don't have anything else for her case.
Okay, let's move on to case 560. 560 is Janice Pockett. The case is requested to be opened by Alyssa back in February of 07. And again, a lot of these cases I've seen that I've gotten to like in a group because it took me about 8 or 9 months to get to them. This one was opened December 14th of 2007. Deborah, what information do we have for Janice? I know the picture, we had a black and white picture. This is, do we have anything current right before we get started? Do you know if we had, while you're talking, is there any other pictures I can grab?
There's an age progression that's a color photo.
Okay, I'll go look for it.
The reason you only have the black and white is because this case is over 35 years old. She's been missing that long, more than 35 years.
Okay. You do this and I'll get some more images.
Okay, you want the age progression?
No, I can find that. I can get that while, if you're going to bring out some information, I can do that while you're talking.
Okay, well, just putting it in Skype right now for you.
Okay, thanks.
Whoops. I don't know what happened. I tried to put the link for the photo and put something else in Skype.
But you didn't have to call me that. You're fired.
It didn't work. Find your own link, I guess. Sorry. July 26, 1973 is the day that Janice Pockett went missing. Okay. She's missing from Tolland, Connecticut. Her date of birth is October 15th, 1965. She was 7 years old when she went missing. She would be 43 years old right now. 4 feet tall and 65 pounds when she went missing. Caucasian female, blonde hair, blue eyes. She had a noticeable gap between her front teeth. She was wearing navy blue shorts and a blue and white striped jersey. The last time she was seen, she was leaving her home, her family's home, in Tolland, Connecticut. She had planned on riding her bike. She had a green bicycle, and she was going to go ride it around the neighborhood looking for butterflies, and she wasn't seen again after that. They did find her bike later that day on Rhodes Road, and that would be RHOADES, and that was near to a wooded area close to where she lived. Janice was one of 5 people to go missing in that general area during a 10-year span. Another one of them was named Lisa White. All of them that went missing were females, and they were between 7 and 20 years old. They did find 2 of them deceased years after they'd been missing, but the other 3, which would be Janice and Lisa White, still remain missing. They don't know at this point if any of those cases are related. There's a man named Charles Pierce, and he's one of those pedophiles, run across quite a few of them, dealing with missing children. They suspected him in lots of missing child cases in the New England area during the 50s, 60s, and 70s, and he confessed to Janet's murder. He claimed that he had buried her in Lawrence, Massachusetts, near a body of an unidentified boy who was another victim, and they thought that that boy was Angelo Puglisi, Puglisi, and he was from Massachusetts, and he went missing 3 years after Janice did. They didn't locate either of them when they went looking, where this guy said to, where Charles said he had put them. Another thing happened in around 2000, and they found bone fragments of a child in a garage that belonged to Nathaniel Bar Jonah, and he was charged in the 1996 abduction, and they also feel that he murdered Zachary Ramsey in Great Falls, Montana. Yeah, Montana. The charges were dismissed because they didn't have enough evidence against him, though. Janice's name did come up, though, when Nathaniel Bar Jonah's criminal past came out, and he had served prison time before for the abduction and attempted murder of 2 boys from the state of Massachusetts in 1977. They did find out that Nathaniel Bar Jonah had lived in Webster, Massachusetts in 1973 when Janice went missing. And Webster is about 20 miles away from Tallinn, Connecticut. He would have only been 14 at that time, but by the time Nathaniel Bar Jonah was 14 years old, he had already allegedly strangled a playmate. So it looks like he, was up to no good from a very young age. There were other accusations made against this Nathaniel Bar Jonah, one of them being that he practiced cannibalism. And he also has charges. He was convicted of at least 2 counts of child molestation in Montana in February of 2002. Now, this Nathaniel Bar Jonah that I've been telling you about, his given name is actually David Brown, and he claims that he was innocent of all the charges against him. And they also looked into him possibly being involved in the 1997 disappearance of Amanda Gallion in the state of Wyoming. They have her classified as a runaway, but they suspect that he could have been involved in that. They haven't been able to confirm it, though. They did find a handwritten list in Nathaniel Bar Jonah's possession in December of 2001, and Lake Webster is something that he had written down there. News reports stated that the name of Andrew Amato was listed on that list also, but it actually wasn't. Andrew Amato is missing from Webster, Massachusetts from 1978, and they haven't been able to link him to Nathaniel Bar Jonah yet. So, it sounds as if, this guy could be, they can't confirm it, and they've had to drop some charges against him, but he could be responsible for quite a few things, and with quite a few missing children. So what do you have on this case, Brian?
Nothing about what you just talked about.
No? Okay.
Okay, let's see. All right, I was reading a few things. Unfortunately, I don't think that she's alive, just by looking at some of the things I wrote here, but, I could be incorrect on here. The dream drawing was done on 12/17 of 2007. The first one says 41. This is a number. I'm not exactly sure what that number means. It says 13-year-old boy took her to hideaway in woods, 2,100 feet from home. Silver and black, carries a switchblade, coffee hands and fork in there. Okay, this to me this looks like some type of treehouse. You can call it a fort or whatever. There's a drawing, a quite detailed drawing of the treehouse, and a lot of things around it, and including it says switchblade. To me, that looks like a this the butterfly knife. You can go like that. That could be a 13-year-old boy. The next dream drawing says 2,100 friend wood cardboard fort, and it says I believe that Janice was taken to a kid's fort in the woods very close to her home. I do not know what happened, nor do I know if she's alive or dead. She may have been with friends or with a 13-year-old boy who may have taken her there. Why I say she may not be alive is that symbol in the top center of the first dream drawing. But this could very well be some type of accident or something like that they were playing and something maybe that happened. Deborah, as far as what you said, I don't see any connection to that at all. I mean, I know that's the popular theory, but that's just what I got. But if if what I have here is possibly correct or not, I mean, it may have something to do with the case. It doesn't seem to be too hard. I mean, I know the case is old, but to maybe, I mean, this is a pretty specific address, 21 feet from the home, and there's a fort here. But you know, it was some time ago, huh?
Yeah,
so I don't know.
Over 30 years. Goes back to 1973.
But I didn't see any type of serial killing or anything like that. But that's all I got. I mean, that's what I got, and that's what you got on there. I mean, any comments?
Not really. I mean, they haven't been able to prove, you know, these things that I was talking about, you know, for Janice's case or for anyone else. But Pierce had confessed to her murder. But then where he said he had buried her, they looked and they didn't find her, nor did they find the little boy's body that he claimed he had buried there also.
Okay.
So, you know, then there's that other guy that, you know, they suspect of quite a few things, but they just don't have the evidence against him for it.
Okay, thank you.
So
let's move on to the last case, and your favorite case of the night, Deborah. This is case number 561. This person's missing. His name is Elby Hars. Case is requested to be opened by anonymous. Go figure. Back in February of 2007, case was opened December 17th, 07. Deborah, what kind of information do we have on this guy?
Pretty much what's on your case file. I told you were on your own on this one, except I think that the dude needs to be banished. Yes, he is missing. Not in the sense of what I normally spend my time looking at, but yeah, he needs to be found.
Okay.
So he's actually a fugitive, one by the FBI.
Well, let everybody know that the information.
Looking.
Okay, the information that I have on my site is pretty vague, and there's not much. Yeah, and there's nothing really here on him. I mean, I can look it up yourself, or can you read the information? I know you don't like doing cases on this, but I did set it up here. You want to say anything about this guy, or
well, the reason that the FBI is looking for him is because he's a child molester.
Right.
So yeah, he needs to be found, but it's not normally the kind of cases that we talk about on here.
Right. Well, that's. I just went down the cases, you know, in number and said still missing. So, and anyways, I'm just looking up. See, this guy was born June 24th, 1943. He is a commercial truck driver. I'm just looking up here on the internet.
65 or 66 years old now.
Yeah. He's a convicted child sex offender, currently waiting wanted for his alleged involvement in sexual activity with a minor girl. Richland County, so he's missing from Richland County, South Carolina in 2000. Looks like he's a pretty big guy. These photographs, I don't know what photographs I have on the website other than that one. Hold on.
Well, it all comes down
There's
to
some
the
other
same
photographs
thing that we don't understand, and that's why these grown men.
Yeah, I know, but I got the case
children.
open. I got the case open, so you know, let me put what I got, because you know he might be out there trying to do this to somebody else. Okay, the first stream drawing says, which is done on December 17th, says New York 212995, Black Hair Church for All. There is some type of church that accepts all type of things, and I'm not exactly sure what that is. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's not Church of Jesus Christ and Latter-day Saints, I don't think.
Well, the Church of Jesus Christ and Latter-day Saints would be the Mormon Church. Are you talking possibly about Jehovah's Witnesses?
I don't know. Is that Church for All?
Church for All?
That's what it says, Church for All. Yeah.
All
right.
I don't know what exactly that would be. It doesn't, obviously it's not like, you know.
All right, let me just get this out, because Gail's got that show coming on. We'll just, the next one says Eric Oil 7, New York City, 92 miles. It looks like some type of sign for an oil station, New York City, and then 92 miles. I think this person's maybe working at some type of oil company, 92 miles outside New York City. I did notice drawings look nothing like the photo of Elby. Could have changed his appearance, or I'm completely wrong about this person. So what I'm saying is this guy is a pretty heavy guy. Maybe he's lost some weight and grown some hair. Significant amount of weight. and it's some type of church thing, and he's got some Z's on his shirt. There's a drawing of what the guy looks like. Guys, it's the top right hand side. So so whatever, people are Skyping me. We're gonna call Gail. Okay, Gail's just chatting. We're gonna call Gail right now, as soon as we end the show. Actually, let's call Gail right now. I don't want to. Hold on. Let me make sure I get everything out in this case. Deborah, we have anything else on this case?
Not really,
Okay.
except he's creepy and
Yeah, well, we're still looking for.
he needs to be dealt with and
Well,
sent to an
actually,
island.
in some type of way, though, it's more important finding this guy than a lot of other people, because this guy could be out trying to hurt somebody too. So he's not like he's wanted, he's missing. Where do we want him? We want him on our island, and you can talk about
After
it.
he has that important surgery.
Okay, we want him on our island, but either way, he is missing. And I have that information on there. We won't be doing a redo on this one for any time. But if anybody knows anything about this case or anything how this might make any sense or where this guy might be, I think the most important thing to take from this one, this guy maybe, since they had him as a really heavy set person, maybe he had lost a bunch of weight, and no one knows. I mean, that would be a perfect disguise, especially if you grew some hair. So there's a drawing of the guy. If you're still looking for him, that's what I got. Okay, anything else for tonight?
No.
Okay.
No, there's not. I really don't have anything to say at this point that would be good for the airwaves.
Well, you remember now, this is we try to keep it clean, but the FCC does not regulate us. Okay, anyways, coming up next.
I know. The guy just needs an important surgery, and he needs to go to that island.
Yep.
And the sooner the better. And I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be. Yes, it's important to find him, and he could be, one of the most important ones to find because of what he could be doing. But I'm not going to give him any more time than I'm going to give Osama bin Laden.
Okay, well, he needs to be found too. Okay, there's Gail St. John. It's a picture of her. She's coming up next on psychicgail.com. If you could, you guys, right now, thank you for joining us tonight. If you guys could just please move over to Gail's website, go to her chat room. We're going to start a broadcast. We'll be showing you guys the blind drive video. And we'll be asking Gail what's been going on. She's got some information. I think she worked with authorities today. Whatever. So that's psychicgail.com. And click on our chat room. Thank you, Deborah, for helping me out again tonight.
You're welcome, Brian.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes we're a little late. We're trying to get better at it, but we all have lives and children and stuff like that. And they do come first. So anyways, that said, good night, guys, and we will see you tomorrow, like I said, on Missing Persons Television.